All right, y'all. So I'm back with my second story. A real story this time. I was going to Carnage Middle School in Raleigh, North Carolina, and my teacher name was Miss Williams. I was in seventh grade. Um, I got suspended without my mother knowing. So if she see this, I mean, she can't whip me now. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, at the beginning of the school year, Miss Williams was like, "Oh, one thing that I don't like to be called is unfair because, I try to make sure that I'm fair to everyone." And me, I'm sitting there like, she don't like to be called unfair. Okay. So I'm sitting there, and one day I just decided to test the waters. I just decided to, you know, see what happens. So she asked me to do something. I don't know what she asked me to do. I can't remember. But I do remember my response. So she asked me to do something, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. No, no. And she's like, Erica, please. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not. So she was like, you know what? If you don't do it, you can get out of my classroom. And I was like, well, you know what, Miss Williams? Like, I really don't give a fuck. I'll just get out your classroom. So what? And she was like, you know what? You're being so disrespectful. And I was like, I really don't care. Like, you know what? She's like, get out. I was like, I don't care, bitch. She said, what? I was like, you heard what I said? She was like, bet. Next thing you know, I'm in the office crying and shit. They giving me a paper talking about I'm suspended for the day. I need to go home and think about what I did. Yo, while I went back upstairs to Miss Williams' class, like, Miss Williams, can you please just hear me out? Like, please. She's like, no. You're disrespectful. Like, you need to stay home and think about it. I'm up here. The principal told me to ask Miss Williams if she could reverse my suspension. I'm sitting here like, how am I supposed to go home and tell my mother that I called Miss Williams a bitch? You think my mother was just gonna let me live? Nah, bruh. I was just like, oh my God. For real. I went home and I tried to play sick. I really tried to play sick. Like, from the time my mother picked me up from my friend's house, because I used to go to my friend's house after school, and my mother picked me up. She's like, what's going on? I was like, I just do not feel good. She was like, oh, okay. So the next morning, like, she really didn't buy the story, like, that I didn't feel good. So the next day, I'm like, oh, my stomach hurt. So I'm downstairs, fake throwing up. Fake throwing up and shit. I even took some chicken noodle soup out the cabinet and poured it in the toilet. My mom was like, I went in there, I was like, I just threw up in the toilet. I went upstairs, I'm like, I just threw up in the toilet. I cannot go to school. My mom was like, Erica, I don't know who you fooling, boo-boo, but you going to school. I was like, I can't, I'm really sick. I can't go to school today. Go look in the toilet. I threw up. My mom came downstairs. She was like I said, you going to school. Bruh. I got my little shit together to go to school, and I'm just nervous because I'm like, how am I supposed to go to school when I got suspended? So my mom dropped me off at the bus stop, and she's like, have a good day. And you know me, I'm just like, huh. So then she looks at me, she go, and Erica, I say, yes, ma'am. She said, I'm going to call that school to make sure you was in class today. I was like, okay. So the bus pulled up to the school. I'm ducking down in the bus because I ain't supposed to be there. Ducking down. Everybody seen me on the bus. They're like, I thought you got suspended. I was like, bitch, mind your business. I had this big ass coat, twice my size. Here I am. I go to the bathroom. Like, I run past the principal. Yeah. Bold. Bold as fuck. Run past the principal. Go in the bathroom. Lock the door behind me. The biggest stall. You know, the handicap stall and shit. And I pull out a piece of tissue. And I write down every period we got. So we had about 8 periods. I write 1 through 8 on the paper. Then, every time the bell ring, I cross out what bell it was. It was first period, second period, and so forth. That was a long ass day. The longest day of my life. One of them. I've had very long days. Anyhow, that was one of the longest days of my life, yo. I was really like crossing it out. Then even the janitor came in and fucking knocked on the door because he needed to clean the bathroom. So I really tried to act like, play like I was taking a shit, because I could not come out of that stall, honey. I'm gonna be expelled. So the janitor came in. He goes, I was like, yes. He's like, how much longer would you be in here? I was like, quite a while, sir. Fake shitting. But you know what? He never came back to clean that stall. I played pretty well. I played it pretty good. Then after school was out, let me think. When that last bell rang, like I packed up all my shit. Like I really had it set up like I was in my own little apartment. Like I was breaking up with the person I was in that little apartment with. Like I packed up all my shit. I'm standing by the door. As soon as that last bell rang, honey, I jumped up out of there and shot for my bus. Got on that bus. And the principal came on the bus. And I thought she was there for me. I'm ducking down in the seat. And, like, everybody knew I was not supposed to be at school. So everybody was like, Erica, what are you doing? Like, why are you still here? I'm like, listen, my mom does not know. Like, y'all need to hide me. The principal's coming on the bus. She come out of all the buses to come on, she come on our bus to make an announcement. Like, oh, you guys. I'm just like, bitch, get off the bus. I'm not supposed to be here. She finally got off that bus. Y'all, I got up from off that floor. I was like, yes, I got through the whole day, boy. Mom don't even know I got suspended. What? What? I told my friend, do not say nothing to my mother when you see her. I get off the bus, this bitch tomorrow. My mom at the bus stop waiting in her car. Pick me up. She gonna say, Erica, where you was at today? I didn't see you all day. Thanks. Thank you so much for that. My mom goes, well, then where was you at? I said, oh my God. Oh my God, this is it. I said, I was at school. I was there. She said, all right, because I did call up there. Did you?